and I want you to come home.
Morris left his house after an argument Thursday evening when his parents punished him.
I know that you're mad and confused, and I'm afraid that you're scared of all of this. Everyone is out looking for you, and we're not trying to scare you. You're not in trouble.
We've done everything investigatory we could do, and to search anything else would kind of be redundant because we've searched everything more than twice.
As the search continues, there's been confusion after the Eaton Police Department initially announced Scottie was missing on their Facebook page using this photo. It shows Scottie with a shaved head and a T-shirt with demeaning words written on it, including the phrase, "I'm a liar." Turner confirms Scottie's parents forced him to wear the shirt as a punishment.
What is up, it's Mel. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for stopping by. Scottie Morris still missing, went missing March 16th around 8:30 p.m. The infamous shirt that everybody's talking about, where police said this was a punishment from his parents, was the shirt that he was last wearing, and where Facebook had an outrage that police posted the picture he was last wearing that his parents sent to the police. He's still missing. They had a prayer vigil tonight, which nobody really spoke from what I saw. There's been this situation of an alleged twin sister, which I had heard about a couple days ago. I was tagged on Twitter, and I was kind of like, I'm going to wait, but I see it's growing and growing and growing, and I see it taking off on Facebook, and it's like, we got to talk about it. And in the absence of information, people are going to talk, right? And so I want to start off first with this twin sister situation. There's somebody on TikTok, the account is Ken's M15, that had made several comments about the situation. And don't forget, before we start, check out Data Seal, a service that I use to protect myself from the crazies online, because if you haven't seen on the internet, these nuts will come and find you and dox you. Your information is being sold by data brokers all the time. It's easy for anybody to look up your information using people search websites. They can find your home address, date of birth, email address, phone number. Dataseal.io is the data removal and monitoring service I trust to remove my information from the internet. Click the link below and use the code 5OFFALL to save 5% off your Data Seal subscription. My mother is not fake. She wants her son back, and we did not let him leave. He left when he was told not to, and that cops would be called. Somebody replied and said, any hate being directed at your family has to do with your parents, not you. The alleged twin sister replies, none of us are treated differently, and he wasn't being abused, because there's a lot of allegations of abuse. Somebody replies and says, hour later, and she is fake, no tears on the news in front whole state. Where is he? If you know the story, because the cops, I don't get to see the rest. Exactly, but you missed the part where I was talking about the picture, says the alleged twin sister. She also says, y'all were being stupid and rude, so I called them. Stop making accusations that don't even make sense. Learn what happened first. She goes on to say, then you should have looked at the rest instead of taking out certain parts. Keeps going. I only said he was being bad at home because that's why he was crying. In the picture, he got in trouble for being bad. I called them that because they were accusing our parents of horrible things. I didn't call him a bad kid. I said he was being bad at home. That was it. And I had seen something on Twitter somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be in here or if it's deleted, where I thought I read that she said he was a really bad kid. But then, like I said in the live stream, to all, other accounts and other articles that I've seen, the police chief himself said that he was a really good kid, and that people that went to that school that knew that kid, that he was a good kid. And so somebody replies here and says, define being bad, because this is what I was trying to address with you earlier. You're defending them this hard shows you're either scared or brainwashed. The alleged twin sister replies, he lies and steals all the time, non-stop. And she goes on to say, because bad people are everywhere and I cannot leave the house. Whoa. Somebody says, you never leave your house? Alleged twin sister replies, I leave my house all the time, but I cannot go out recently because people don't like us right now because of the accusations. Somebody goes to say, I mean, y'all let him leave the house and now he's gone. Your mom didn't shed a tear. She is a fake. I hope and pray that nothing is happening to you. I don't know what it says here. Very difficult. Why was he wearing that awful shirt? I doubt he made that himself. And replies here, the alleged twin sister, I don't know. Cops were called as soon as he stepped out the house. We don't know where he is. Ken says, I think you can figure that out if you actually listen to what the police said. I'm not going to explain it to you because you don't want to listen. And somebody says, you haven't explained anything, LOL. And she replies back, I've explained a lot. Of you actually read what I've said, or if you actually read what I've said to say in those screenshots. Why was he crying? Where's your dad? Why isn't he pleading for his son's return? Somebody said. Alleged twin sister says, why is the shirt so important to everyone? Y'all need to focus on finding him, not a shirt. And then the alleged twin sister says, his dad is with his other children and out looking for him because strangers keep coming up to the door and he wants his son back. People are focused on the shirt because good parents don't effing shame their children like that. The alleged twin sister says, stop focusing on the shirt for 1 second and actually think critically. Based on everything that's been released and the way she's defending this hard is because she is either scared or has been taught by her parents that somebody else must have replied. And so the alleged twin sister says, okay, then you should know that I was explaining the shirt to y'all. Electra on Facebook wrote a transcript of the conversation I just read. So if you want to pause, if you feel like reading it, you can. It's 2 parts.
I will say the shaved head was his idea. They went to great clips, and what he told them they wanted. But the shirt, it was quite unorthodox, kind of disturbing, and we're looking into that.
So that's the police chief, and referencing his head being shaved, which a lot of people were talking about on the internet. Some people were like, maybe he was forced to have his head shaved. Police chief is saying he did this of his own volition, that he wanted to do it himself, but also acknowledging that this t-shirt thing is unorthodox, that they're going to look into it. It's weird. A lot of people are upset about it, but he does go on to say that the parents are fully cooperating and that they're catching a lot of heat on the internet.
They were beat up pretty bad on social media, and right now they've cooperated the entire time with us.
Here's another interesting part that was mentioned about the police chief stating that Scottie's, his classmates, they're on spring break, and so there could be a lot of empty homes. He could be hiding out in one of the residences.
One more thing to note, Turner says most of Scottie's classmates are currently on spring break, and it's possible he's hiding in a home that may be currently empty. Turner adds that officers will be going into different empty rental homes starting tomorrow.
It is a really strange situation for sure, but I also think that we need to use caution. I always think of like Cleo Smith or just any other story where people kind of jumped to conclusions. Given the weather and the extensive searches that they've done, and the police chief said that they have searched multiple times and checked the same areas multiple times. It doesn't seem like he's out there in the woods unless they somehow missed him. Either he's hiding out or something nefarious happened. And if something nefarious happened, maybe there'd be evidence of that in the house. There's a short time frame. If the timeline is right, that something could have happened. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. He could just be hiding out. Maybe he's hiding out in an empty house, because I had said in the previous stream that I did, the vigil stream, that I'm not sure who would assist him in hiding, knowing that this is gaining traction and that they could get in trouble themselves. But in seeing that little clip that I just saw now, maybe he's hiding out on his own in an empty house. It's possible. Or hiding out in somebody's place without them knowing. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully we get some updates. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. I'm going to try to be here in the morning for Eaton's sentencing. All right. Take care of yourselves. Check out the channel sponsor, Data Seal. Peace.